Good news, we think we figured out the cause of our engine vibration. Finally. Boyd from Valentine's Dive Center, I want to do a big shout out to you. He came over yesterday and he was kind enough to dive the bottom of the boat for us. Just to have a second set of eyes, what could we possibly be missing? He measured each one of the blades of our propeller just to see, did something slightly get bent? He rotated the prop, he shook the shaft, and voila, the shaft had too much play. So that tells us we have a faulty cutlass bearing. We were reluctant to believe it was a cutlass bearing failure in the beginning because we just had them replaced. The boat was up on the hard in July for hurricane season, and we took that opportunity to have the props retuned, the shafts pulled, the cutlass bearings replaced, and everything realigned. We did have an issue with engine load when the boat came back in the water, but it had already been delivered to us down in Key West. There was not a whole lot we could do about it. So in January, we had the boat pulled again. We said, let's be safe rather than sorry. We don't want to run into the issue that we're actually having now while we're in the Bahamas. So we had a different boatyard pull it out, and what we learned was, unlike monohulls, cats in the sling have a tendency to flex. So when you do an alignment, you actually have to do it twice. Once out of the water, and then you have to check it again once it goes back in. We said okay, and lo and behold, when they put the boat back in the water, there was a small variance that was outside of tolerance. So they went ahead, fixed everything, got everything perfect, and so we believed everything was great, which is why, again, we were really hesitant to believe that it was a cutlass bearing failure. But the good news is we have one. And we believe that we can get hauled out in Spanish wells. I do want to thank every single one of you who have taken the time to comment, leave your feedback, and even DM me to try and help us resolve. We have gone through all of the feedback in the last couple of days to see, what we could find. I also want to do a big shout out to Boyd at Valentine's Dive Center. If you guys are in Harbour Island, please go dive with them. They're a great operation. We actually had the opportunity to dive with them last year on the Backbone. It was an awesome dive. Even if you're not a diver, they do snorkeling trips and all kinds of things. And if you're not into the water sports, at least check out their shop, because honestly, guys, look at how cute. They've got the greatest merch. So that's the update. Finally, some good news. I just want to say thank you to everybody again for all of your comments, your support, your feedback, and for following along on our journey.